Hello and good morning, my dear one. Welcome to Gurukul English Medium School. How are you, everyone? I know you all kids have got bored of staying at home because you can't go to school, you can't go outside to play, and many more things. But to be safe from this COVID 19 situation, you all have to stay at home. So stay home and stay safe. Dear kids, this is the math textbook which we are going to refer for 4th standard, and this is the cover page of our maths textbook. So this is your syllabus for academic year 2021. I know that you all kids are very eager to start with your maths. So shall we start today's subject? Before starting the lesson, we will have a look for these basic shapes that I have drawn on this board: square, triangle, rectangle, circle. All of you aware about these basic shapes that you have learned. Now, in this first lesson, that is geometrical figures, today we will learn more about the angles. Here I present a picture in front of you. Go through it. Student, when we go to park, we see many things. For example, slides. Here in first picture, slide is shown. We see angles between the ground and the slide. First of all, we will see what is an angle. An angle is formed wherever two lines meet. Here you can see the angle which is shown in red highlights. In the next picture, people are working. To reach on the roof, they have used ladder. The ladder makes an angle with the ground. In the third picture, we can see the tree. It has many branches and kids are finding the angles. In the fourth picture, electrical pole is shown which makes an angle with the ground. It means there is an angle between the electric pole and the ground. I hope you understood the concept of angles and you can recognize it. Remember this: in our surrounding, wherever we see two lines are meeting, there is an angle. Understood, kids? Now we will learn the different types of angles. There are three types of angles: a right angle, an acute angle, and an obtuse angle. You can see here a right angle and acute angle. We see a right angle between two adjoining side of window. Two adjacent side of book makes a right angle. So do you understood? See these clocks and recognize the right angle. Do you know, kids? Right angle measurement is always 90 degree. It's look straight. Then we will study about the acute angle. Acute angle means the angle which is smaller than 90 degree. An acute angle which is smaller than the right angle is called acute angle. Here in this picture, blade of the scissors are shown. You can see first picture is shows 90 degree angle and second blade of the scissor looks smaller, so it's an acute angle. We have studied a right angle and acute angle. Now we will see an obtuse angle. I will tell you what is the meaning of obtuse angle. An angle that is bigger than a right angle is called an obtuse angle. You can see the measurement of angle is increasing now. It's more than 90 degree. The obtuse angle is bigger than the right angle. Today we have learned different types of angles as well as the meaning of angle. I hope students you have understood well. Oh, students, wait. Today we have studied geometrical figure lesson, but it's not completed. It's not finished yet. So, in the next lecture, we will continue this chapter with the circle concept. So, till that, enjoy practicing with the angles. Thank you. Have a nice day. Hello, kids. How are you all? Good morning and warm welcome to Gurukul English Medium School. Our today's subject is Maths. As we are studying lesson number 1, today we will learn next content. But before that, we will do quick revision. Now tell me what we have studied in last lecture. From lesson number 1, that is geometrical figures, we have studied about angles and their types. There are 3 types of angles: a right angle, an acute angle, and obtuse angle. Very good. Keep studying. So let's begin today with circle. What all the things you can see on this page? A bangle, a bicycle wheel, a cart wheel. My dear kids, if you observe carefully, this all objects looks circular in shape. So, let's learn more about circle by doing this activity which is given on page number 4. First, take a steel bowl. Place it on paper properly. Draw outline. This figure you get on the piece of paper is a circle. We require this kind of 3 cutouts of circle to understand chord, diameter, center and radius. Now take a circle cutout and fold it as shown here. Trace the line of the fold with a pencil. This line is called a chord of the circle. So this line is called chord of the circle. Do you understood, dear? You have to fold paper like this and you will get a chord. Now fold another circular shape to divide circle into 2 equal parts. Trace the line of the fold with a pencil. This line is called a diameter. The diameter is also called a chord of the circle. Now fold the shape again so that we get a quarter part of the shape. Unfold the paper shape. Now you see the circular shape again. Now I will show you the center of the circle. The point at which these lines meet each other is the center of the circle. Now radius. Name the center of the circle M. Take any point P on the circle. Draw the line MP with your ruler. MP is a radius of the circle. Radius MP. Now let's see how to draw circle with using compass. Observe this activity. So, what we have studied now? Center, radius, diameter, and chord. So, what is this? This is center. This is chord. This is diameter, and this is radius. Now, we will study about vertex and side. My dear children, now tell me, which figure is this? It is a rectangle, and rectangle has 4 sides and 4 vertices. So today we will learn in detail about vertex. A new term. The point where 2 sides meet is called a vertex. Here, side AB, side BC meet at the point B. So B is a vertex. Rectangle ABCD has 4 vertices, that are vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, vertex D, and rectangle ABCD has 4 sides, side AB, side BC, side CD, and side DA. Square MNOP. A square has 4 vertices and 4 sides. As we learnt about rectangle, same way we have to read this square sides and vertices. Square MNOP sides are side MN, side NO, side OP, and side PM. Square MNOP vertices are vertex M, vertex N, vertex O, vertex P. Remember, all sides of a square are of equal length. Its form right angle. Triangle. A triangle XYZ has 3 vertices and 3 sides. Triangle XYZ sides are side XY, side YZ, side ZX. And vertices of triangle: vertex X, vertex Y, vertex Z. My dear children, always remember, a triangle has 3 angles. I hope you have understood rectangle, square, and triangle. So let's have a look for this table. Now kids, tell me the name of first shape. Yes, you're right, it is rectangle. Its name is rectangle ABCD. Name of the sides are side AB, side BC, side CD, side DA. Name of the vertices are vertex A, vertex B, vertex C, and vertex D. Same way, you have to practice square and triangle as shown here. So today we have completed our first lesson, that is geometrical figures. So keep practicing and complete your classwork. Bye bye. Take care. We will meet in next maths period. Thank you. Good morning, my smart children, and welcome to Gurukul English Medium School. Today, let's have a fun with maths. Students, tell me what you have studied in last lesson.
Yes, teacher, we have studied
geometrical figures. Very good. I hope you have completed your classwork in your notebook. Now, let us start our second lesson. But before that, tell me about numbers. See this number chart and number spelling chart and practice it. As you have studied in 3rd standard about numbers, you can easily read, write 2-digit and 3-digit numbers. So our today's lesson name is the number work. Let's begin with the revision. Refer page number 7 of the maths textbook. Using any of this number card, make 10 3-digit numbers and read them. Can you do this?
Yes, teacher. I knew it. I will tell. I will choose number card 1, 2, 4 and I will write 3-digit number 124.
Very good. Dear kids, remember, while making 3-digit number, do not take 0 at 100 place. If you will take 0 at 100 place, it will consider as a 2-digit number. You can make 3-digit numbers by using this number card. Let us learn in question number 2 how to read 3-digit numbers properly. Write following numbers in words. Here, first number 3 to 5. Here, 5 is at unit place, 2 is at tens place, and number 3 is at the hundreds place. So, we'll read this number like this: 325. Do you understood?
Yes, teacher. I understood. Teacher, may I read the next numbers?
Yes, you can.
549, 667, 782, 890, 401.
Let's write following numbers in figures. Kids, you know number 100? Yes, we write number 100 like this. If you observe, after 100 in this number, there are no tens. So we'll put 0 at the tens place. Now how many units are remaining? Here 2 units are remaining, and that we will write at the unit place. So let's write this number 102 and read it as 102. Now second number 320. There are 3 hundreds and 20 units. So we'll write 320, 320. Question number 4. Write the next 3 numbers. Students, you know how to write after numbers? Very good. Same way, we will write this next 3 numbers. What comes after 99? 100. Very good. So now here number is given 399 means 399. So what will come? 400, 401 and 402. Question 5. Write 3 previous numbers. As you can write number before, now we will write here what comes before 600. 599, 598, 597. Complete this revision and write down one time in your notebook. Let's start with the 4-digit numbers. Before starting 4-digit number reading and writing, let us understand about 1000. You can see here 10 ones means 110. 10 tens means 100. And 10 hundreds makes 1000. Let's begin with this table. Here, one symbol of 1000. So we'll read this number as 1000. 4 symbols of thousands we read as 4000. Now, third example, see carefully. How many symbols of 1000?
Teacher, 2 symbols of 1000.
Is there any 100 symbol?
No, teacher.
How many tens?
Teacher, 110 and 2 units. It makes number 2012. I knew it.
Very good. Dear kids, you understood now how to read this table and 4-digit number. So keep practicing. Refer page number 8 and complete this activity. First example, I will solve for you. First start counting of beads from thousands place. At thousands place, there are 2 beads. So write 2 at thousands place. Then at hundreds place, there is only 1 bead. Now write 1 at hundreds place. At the tens place, there is only 1 bead. So write 1 at tens place. Last, at the unit place, there are 2 beads. So write 2 at unit place. Remember, for the next example, if there is no beads, so take 0 at that place. Now your next number is 2034. We'll read this number as 2034. This way, you have to practice remaining examples. Now, let us learn number in words and figure. Here, our first example, 4028. Write 4 in the thousands place. Now, we must write the digit in the hundreds, tens, and unit places too. The given number has no hundreds, so we write a 0 in the hundreds place. 28 has 2 tens and 8 units. Next example, 5309. In this number, there are no tens, so we will write 0 at the tens place. I hope you have understood how to write 4-digit number and its reading. So you have to complete your exercise and take care. Have a nice day. Hello everyone. Good morning, my smiling blossoms. I am your maths teacher, welcoming you in this pleasant morning. Welcome to Gurukul English Medium School. Today, we are going to continue our lesson number 2, that is number work. Before starting today's topic, let us revise previous knowledge. You had learned 3 and 4-digit number reading and writing, as well as to form 3-digit and 4-digit numbers. Today, I am going to make you understand about 5-digit numbers and many more number concepts. Reshma, tell me which is the biggest 4-digit number?
Teacher, 9999.
Very good, Reshma. Now tell me, do you know the next number? Okay, no problem. I will explain you. If you add 9999 plus 1, you will get answer 10000. This number read as 10,000. Number 1, 3, 5, 7, 8 we read as 13,578. Remember, while reading and writing 5-digit numbers, we read digits in 10,000 and 1,000 places together. Let us read these following numbers: 20,000, 68,000, 79,000, 80,000, 54,000, 99,000. Let's look at the symbols and make numbers. See the third example, 60026. We write as 60,026 because at the 1,000 place and 100 place 0 is given, so we read and write this number 60,026. Now let us learn. Refer page number 10. See numbers in words and figures. In first example, you can see number 62,037. This number has 6 10,000s and 2 thousands. This number has no hundreds, so we write 0 in the hundreds place. This way practice next numbers. I hope you understood 5-digit numbers. Let us understand how to write expanded form. Expanded form means writing given number in addition form by horizontal arrangement. Let us see the exercise. Example 1. 7545. Mary, read this number according to places from 1,000 place.
Yes, teacher. 7,000s, 500s, 4 tens, and 5 units.
Now write this number in horizontal addition method. Very good. This way we have to write expanded form of the numbers. Now same way practice this expanded form. Here expanded form is given. Now let's write the numbers. First read this expanded form. 3,000 plus 200 plus 50 plus 7. 3,257. Second example, 10,000 plus 5,000 plus there is no hundred plus there is no tens plus 1 means 15001. We read this number as 15,001. Now same way practice this expanded form. Refer page number 12. Exercise. Write the place value of the underlined digit in the following numbers. While writing place value, remember the place of a digit determines the value of the digit. Here our first example, 1999. Here 9 is underlined and 9 stands in the tens place. So 9 number value is 90. See the second example, 2345. Here 2 is underlined and 2 stands in the thousands place. So how we write 2000? 2000. So what is the place value of 2?
I understood. 2's value is 2000.
Let us understand the different breakups of numbers. As you understood 10,000s, thousands, hundreds, tens and units. With the help of these places of the digit, we can break up the number in different ways. Example, 679, 679. We can write like this: 6 hundredths, 7 tenths, 9 units. Now 67 tenths, write together, and remaining 9 units. Now write 6 hundredths and 79 units. Write all digits separately. 6, 7, 9 units. This way, you can also write different breakups of number by your own. Number 6745. Write 6 thousandths, 7 hundredths, 4 tenths, 5 units. 67 hundredths, write together, and 45 units. Third breakup. Now write 674 tenths together and remaining 5 units. Now write all digits separately. 6745 units. This way, write down the breakups in your notebook. Now, let us learn how to write the number just before and after a given number. Remember, number just before, it is smaller by 1. To write number just after, add 1. And to write just number before, count backward by number 1. Now, write the number just before 2999. What will come? Subtract 1 from 2999 and you will get answer, that is 2998. Which number will come after 2999? For this, add 1 and your answer is 3000. This way, practice rest of the number writing just before and after. I hope you understood today's classwork. We learned 5-digit number, reading and writing, expanded form, place value, breakups of a number, and number just before and after. Do complete your classwork. In the next lecture, we are going to continue again this lesson, part 3. Our lesson is number work. In next lecture, I will teach you comparing numbers smaller and bigger, ascending order and descending order, even number and odd numbers, and last, international numerals. So till that, stay home, stay safe, take care, bye-bye. Hello kids, good morning. Welcome to Gurukul English Medium School. How are you all, my lovely kids? I am your maths teacher. Here I am back again with lesson number 2, that is number work. I hope you all are good and practicing maths on daily basis. Also learn tables accordingly. As we are studying lesson number 2, we already completed with part 1 and part 2. In that we have learned 4-digit numbers and 5-digit numbers, reading and writing, expanded form, place value, breakups of a number, and the number just before and after. I hope you all are clear with topics which I taught. Today, I will teach you in part 3 of lesson number 2, comparing numbers, ascending and descending order, even and odd numbers, and last, international numerals. Are you ready? Yes, teacher. I'm very much excited. Oh, that's good. Let's begin with comparing numbers. You can easily recognize the 3-digit bigger number and 3-digit smaller number. If you will compare 3-digit number with the 4-digit number, 4-digit number will be bigger and 3-digit number will be smaller. Remember following points while comparing 4-digit number with another 4-digit number. If both numbers have 4 digits, the number with the bigger 1000 digit will be bigger. For example, 2123 is compared with 1968. Here, observe 1000 places. So 2 is bigger here at the 1000 place. Smaller number is 1968 and bigger number is 2123. If the thousands digits are equal, we'll compare the hundreds digits. In this following example, 4231 compared with 4983. Here observe hundreds place 2 and 9. So 9 is bigger, that's why the bigger number is 4983. If the thousands and hundreds digits are also equal, look at the tens digits to determine smaller and bigger number. For example, 4567 compared with 4587. Here if you observe 45 and 45, same number stands in the thousands and hundreds places. So now we are going to observe the tens place, that is 6 and 8. So which is the bigger one?
Yes, teacher. 8 is bigger digit. So bigger number is 4587.
Now let's complete the following table, which is on page number 14. Here see the third example vertically. 9542 and 9549. Here common numbers are 954. See the unit place. Tell me which is the smaller unit?
Smaller unit is 2. Yes, teacher. I knew it. Smaller number is 9542 and bigger number is 9549.
Very good, Pooja. This way, write down all the answers. Let's learn about ascending and descending order. What do you mean by ascending order? Oh, no problem. I will tell you. When we arrange numbers from the smallest to biggest, we called it ascending order. Here, I have mentioned one example, that is 2980, 5000 and 3000. This given example you have to arrange and write this in ascending order, means smallest to biggest. While writing the ascending order, same way you have to observe thousands, hundreds, tens, units and arrange the numbers accordingly. Here in this example, observe 1000 place and write down ascending order. Swara, tell me which number has a smaller 1000 digit?
Yes, teacher. I knew it. Smaller number is here 2980. Then I will write 3000 and last 5000.
Now let's understand how to write descending order. As we have learned, ascending order means arranging number from smallest to biggest. In descending order, we will arrange the given number from biggest to smallest. Same way, observe the thousands, hundreds, tens and unit places digits. Here, by observing 1000 digits, you can write the answer. First, write down the bigger number, that is 5000, then write down 3000 and last 2980. I hope you understood ascending and descending order. Arrange it properly. Practice ascending and descending order. Let us understand even and odd numbers. Here I will show you how to identify the number whether it is even or odd. By observing unit place digit of number, you can easily recognize the even number. Remember, even number has 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 at the unit place. For example, observe the following numbers 16, 10, 24 and 20. Observe the unit place digit 6, 0, 4, 0. That is why these numbers are even numbers. And also all these numbers can get divided by 2, means there will be no remainder. That's why we call these numbers as even numbers. Now let's see the odd numbers. To identify odd numbers, make sure that it has following digits in the unit place, that are 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9. Here let's see few examples: 11, 13, 15, 17 and 19. Observe the unit place digit. It has 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9 at the unit place. Also, it is not divisible or divided by 2. See the digits in the units place and say whether the number is even or odd. Yes, teacher, even numbers are 32, 30, 56, 88 and 34. Very good, Pooja. Now Raju, you tell me the odd numbers.
Yes, teacher. Number 35, 67, 51 and 79.
Excellent. Well done, Raju. I hope you understood. So let's move to the next content, that is international numerals. I will explain you about international numerals. As we know, the English language is international language. It is used worldwide, means all over world. Same way, writing numbers in English is called English numerals. English numerals numbers are called international numbers because these numbers are used in international level. For example, on railway tickets, currency notes, you can see the English numbers. As you all know, every language has its own script and their writing way. For example, we learn English, Hindi, Marathi in school. You all know how to write English numbers in Marathi and in Hindi. Same way, observe and understand this table and write down Devanagari numerals in international numerals. I hope you all enjoyed and understood today's classwork. So keep practicing, stay home, stay safe. I will be coming in the next lecture with lesson number 3. Bye and have a nice day.